Then it moves over to this little nice bit here. Second finger goes down in the 4th fret of the 3rd string, just make a little G triad up the top. And he's then using the 3rd finger's come off from where it was, and it's going to hammer down in the 5th fret. Then play that again. And you can see in the tab, I'm only writing that he's doing like... but of course it doesn't sound like that. The idea is what he's actually playing is what's written, but the other strings are ringing out as well, and that's one of the big mistakes people get when they just read tab, is they don't listen to the recording carefully enough to hear what strings continue to ring out. So that's something, just really pay attention to the way that the notes ring together there. Make sure you listen to the Henrix one as well, not just to my version of it. So yeah, that's the first part, and that's all kind of really a G chord. He's doing a little sus4 here. Essentially it's G. Then he moves up and he's playing the note A with the side of his thumb again. You've got this little riff here, first finger, hammer on the 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string, then first finger, 5th fret of the 3rd string, and then back to that note E, which is the 7th fret of the 5th string. That note I've put in brackets in the tape because it's kind of a ghost note, it's not very loud. You can only just hear it if you listen to the transcript, to the original recording really carefully. Then we've got a bit more of this 2-note stuff going on. So we're now holding down the 2nd and 3rd strings with the first finger and hammering on the 3rd finger into the 7th fret of the 3rd string. So those two together, but just with the first finger. Then just that note there, the 3rd string, 5th fret. Then 5th fret, 7th fret on the 4th string as a hammer on. Then these two strings, which is 4th and 5th strings with the hammer on the 5th string, 7th fret with the 3rd finger. And the little note there, you'll see on the tab I've written PP, which just means really quiet, because that note again is pretty ghosted. It is played, and then you've got this little slide down from there, from that 7th fret, the 5th fret to 7th fret, hammer on, and then slide down. So from the G chord, now here for that little hammer on, I'm sometimes using the thumb and then hammering on the 3rd finger. The thumb to play the note on the 5th fret. I'm not really sure what Henrix did because he had such enormous hands. He can do all sorts of clever stuff that I can't do, so some of this might not be exactly the way that Henrix played it, but it works for me and hopefully it'll work for you too. Okay, so that's the next little bit, and we're on to the next section is E minor, which is the end of the 3rd line of my transcription. Right up here now, this is the 7th fret. So we've hit the open E string, which is the thickest string. Now I'm putting the full bar down here from the 5th fret already, right at the beginning. He's actually only playing here, the 2nd finger's down in the 8th fret of the 2nd string, and he's playing this note here, which is the note D, with the 1st finger. I'm just putting the bar down to make it easier to get to the next bit. Again, not sure if Henrix did that or not. So this is just playing the 2nd and 3rd strings, hammering the little finger there down at the 10th fret, and then playing that note again, the note D, the 3rd string. Then we've got this little run here, we're going 7th fret twice, which is on the 7th fret, played with the 1st finger of the 5th string, little finger on the note G, which is 10th fret. Then we're playing the 7th fret of the 4th string. Then we've got the 2 7s, the 2 middle strings with the first finger, and the 3rd finger hammering over the top there to play the 9th fret. Back to playing those 2 notes on the 7th. Little finger on the 10th fret, 5th string, finishing with the first finger playing these 2 7s. Sounds a little bit weird slowly, but it works with the original. So that's pretty much what he's doing there. Hopefully that's making sense. Okay, now the next little bit is a B minor chord. Now I've seen quite a few people play this different ways. I'm pretty sure Henrix played this with his 1st and 2nd fingers and uses his 3rd finger up on the top here and his little finger moving on and off like that. Now my fingers don't, I know it looks like I can do it like that, but I really can't. It's really difficult for me to make that clear. So I play it slightly differently, but you might want to try using your 1st and 2nd fingers to get the basic B minor. But like I said, I can't do that properly, so I'm going to show you another way, because I imagine there's probably some of you that have the same problems as me. So first thing, thumb plays the bass note. Then we've got here the 9th fret on the 4th string, 7th fret on the 3rd string, which is 3rd finger and 1st finger. But that 1st finger is also doing a whole bar. So we've got bass note, middle 2. Now that's little finger is on the thinnest string of the at the 9th fret. And little finger's then got to move up 1 to the 10th fret and then back to the 9th. Then little finger has to jump over to the 10th fret of the 2nd string. And then you can see that we're just playing the top 2 7s there, and then 9 7 7, which is all still part of the B minor. But like I said, different people play that differently. Some people, I'll try and play it just so you can kind of get the idea, but some guys go. It's hard for me to get that, control that 3rd finger and get the little finger down, but maybe some of you will find that straightforward. But yeah, that's the option, that's for your B minor. Now the next chord, this is a B flat major chord. Lots of people play this as B flat minor. I've listened to this really carefully, even played it to a few friends to check what they think, and they've agreed that it is a major, even though most people at first listen thought, oh, it's a minor chord, but it's not, it's a major chord. So we've got here thumb playing the 6th fret, and this is the 3rd finger down in the 8th fret, 2nd finger in the 7th fret, that's the 3rd string, and 1st finger in the 6th fret of the 2nd string. And there's a little cross there, which is just a muted noise that he gets. Yeah, that's the B flat, and then he moves to A minor. Now again, he's playing the bass note with the thumb, 1st finger doing a little bar there, 3rd finger reaching over for the 7th fret. Now I'm pretty sure, again, Henrix will have just reached up and played this 9th fret up here with his little finger. I've already got a stumpy little finger anyway, and I can't reach it. Lots of guys can't, so the way it's generally played is this. So this is 1st finger doing a bar on the thinnest 4 strings, little finger reaching right up to the 9th fret, making sure that you keep it open enough that you can hear this note here ringing out at the same time. Because it's that clash that makes it sound so cool. So we're going 9th fret, 7th fret, lift it off, 8th fret, now on the 5th string, down to the 7th fret. And then just these 2 5s, middle 2 strings, 5th fret, 3rd finger going down there at the 7th fret of the 4th string.